Just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal at the 1. Edwards-Helaire. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle to Smith. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Davenport. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Slings one that's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. A strong running. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
On second down, Knox. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yeah, that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, it's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And to give this time to the tailback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the... And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. 45 yards. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Burke. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now we have Kelsey, slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what
Jones hit and the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down. Knox. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to have the Packers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is going to be Packer football.
I remember sitting in special teams.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also...
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, you can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down. And to give this time to the tailback.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he loses the football the second time. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge is successful.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's taken to the 26.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. From the 24, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now here's a throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Rodgers again now. Looking sideline, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, yeah. Right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
James has got it, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon. Once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, as we'll run you through what's going on both today and later on this weekend. Good games all over the screen there, one being at MetLife Stadium. A big one for the Jets as they'll square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And then finally, the national game on Sunday night is a good one between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, it was Nick Mullins with a strong first half throwing the football. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.